Okay, so for our first lesson online, we are going to be looking into multiplying special cases. So we're going to square this binomial. And now what this binomial is not equal to, it is not equal to both those terms inside squared. So we can't take x squared plus 8 squared. We're not going to get x squared plus 64. Instead, we're going to write out x plus 8 twice, and then we are going to use the double distribution method or the box method to figure out our answer. So we are going to use the double distribution method for this first example, and then the next example I will show you the box method. So double distribution method means that we're going to distribute this x here twice. So we're going to multiply x by x, and we're going to get x squared. Then you're going to distribute this x again so that we have x times 8, giving us 8x, a positive 8x. Then we do the same thing with the 8. So we look at this 8 in the first parentheses, and we're going to take 8 times x, which gives us 8x. Then we're going to double distribute. We're going to distribute that 8 times 8, which gives us 64. So looking at this, you may notice that 8x and 8x here, they both have the same base and they both have the same exponent. Remember that when you don't have an exponent written, the exponent is 1. So we can combine these 8x's so that we get 16x here. And the x squared doesn't change out front, so we still have x squared plus 16x plus 64. And that is our final answer. On our next example, we are going to have a difference. So we're still going to square a binomial. Remember that binomials have 2 terms. So squaring this binomial, we're going to take n minus 7. We're going to write it out twice. So n minus 7 times n minus 7. And then we're going to use the box method for this one. So using the box method, we draw a square. And then inside the square, we're going to draw another square. And then we're going to split this into 4 different portions. So now we can, if we remember the box method, you're going to list the first parentheses across the top. So we have n minus 7. And then along the side, vertically, we're going to have n minus 7. So just like before, or just like we did 2 weeks ago, we're going to take n, what's on the very top, and multiply it by what's on the side. So n times n gives us n squared. Remembering that n times n, they both have an exponent of 1, and we add those exponents. Then we're going to take negative 7, what's on top, and multiply it by what's on the side. So negative 7 times n, which is negative 7n. Then, again, what's on top, we're going to multiply it by what's on the side. So n times negative 7 gives us negative 7n. And then, for the very last box, we're going to take negative 7 times negative 7. Now remember, negative 7 times negative 7, they're both negative, so that's going to equal positive, and we'll get a positive 49. If we look at these diagonals, the negative 7n and the negative 7n, they both have an exponent of 1, and they both have the same base. So these two are like terms that we can add together. And negative 7n minus negative 7n does not equal 0. It equals negative 14n. So then we can list our answer as n squared minus 14n plus 49. Okay, the last case, special case, is a difference or the product of a sum and a difference. So we have a sum here, x plus 2, and then we have a difference, and we're going to multiply those. And just like before, they're both binomials. They both have two terms, so we are going to use the double distribution method. So we're going to take this x and multiply it by x. That gives us x squared. Then you'll take x multiplied by negative 2, gives us negative 2x. Do the same thing with the 2. So you'll have a positive 2 times x, which gives us a positive 2x. Then a positive 2 times negative 2, and a positive 2 times negative 2, which gives us negative 4. If we look at our like terms in the middle here, because again, they both have an exponent of 1, and they both have the same base. So we can combine these two. And when you combine a negative 2x with a positive 2x, we're going to get 0 in the middle there. So our final answer, because we don't have to write the 0, we can write it as x squared minus 4. And then this one, you would do the same way. You're going to multiply the first terms. You're going to double distribute. You could use the box method if you want, but you can take 4x times 4x. If you look at this, we have to be careful because you're taking 4 times 4, which is 16, and then x times x, which is x squared. Then we keep distributing, so we take 4x times negative 5. That gives us a negative 20x, because again, you have to take the 4 times the negative 5. Then the inside, or we take the 5 and we double distribute it. We take 5 times 4x and we get a positive 20x. And then we also take 5 times negative 5, which is negative 25. Again, looking at these middle terms, they are like terms, so we combine them and we get 0 in the middle. So we do not have to write that 0. We end up with 16x squared minus 25. And we're done for these examples.